Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to design this piece. Okay, so here I'm going to show you how to design this graphics, the GUI, and how to backend code. For when I'm entering this 10, this data is coming from the database, and when I remove the data will be removed, and how to submit. I'm going to do everything in this stuff. In last lecture, I have shown you how to work with this upgrade semester. If you have not seen my previous video, then just go to description. I will put the link over there, or you can just go to my playlist. Okay. So if some of people who are watching my video for the first time, so let me tell you that we are working with the college management systems, and these are all the features. And please see my previous videos, then continue with this. Okay. So let's start with this. So here in this you can see this we have a few text boxes, few labels and these forms. So let's start with that. So in this project we are working with, as you know. So let me start this and log in. Here you can see this. We have our task is done till here. So we have to go through this piece. Okay. So for that, first what we need a form. So how the form will be added to your project, just go to Solution Explorer. Here on the project name, you have to just click the right click, and after that just go to add and select Windows form. In this you have to name whatever you can name, anything whatever you want. I'm just naming it fees because it's a fees form. So I'm just adding fees and click on add. I want the size, this size of this piece of the same as the previous one. Okay, so just click on this, go to properties, and there you will find the size, or you can just manually write it. That's not an issue. Just go to properties and size. You can manually write this. I'm just copying and pasting it here. After that, let me show you. This is a complete project. In this here, you can see that we have an image. So this image is set into a picture box. So we need one picture box first of all. So let me just type search for picture box in the toolbar. After that, drag and drop it here and put it and enlarge it as per your requirement. And after that, click on this small triangle, choose image, local resources, and click on import. When you click on import, it will open your system local files and select image which you want to set. Just open and open. Here you can see this. Now we have this image, but here you can see this, it's cropped from this side, so I want to just do this size mode needs to be stretch image. After that, here you can observe a little difference that the background of this image is white, but our controller is a little off white, so we need to change the color of the controller. So go to properties and select the background color. Here you can see this back color, and this just click on and go to custom and select the white. Now here you can see this, now it matches the background. And after that, we need to actually design the similar. So first thing what I need is when I click on this piece, I want to bring that form on the screen. So for that, let me just go to the form 1. Okay. Form 1, and here you have to just double click on this piece to generate a click event. Okay, so I'm double clicked on this. Here you can see this, the click event is generated. After that, need to create an object of that form. So let me just type piece, and you can type any object name. I'm just written this fs. Okay, this way you can create. Now our object is created, and we need to show that form. So fs dot show method is used to show that. And now when you click on the button, this form will be popped up. Okay, so one more thing what we need is I want this form needs to be open in the center of the screen. For that, just go to the form properties and select start position needs to be center parent. Here you can see this. Now just save it, and when you start this, click on this, and when you click on this, here you can see this. Now we have this form. Okay, so now we can add more components on it. So by seeing this previous completed project, here you can see this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 levels, and these 3 are also level. So total we have 8 levels. So we need to drag and drop 8 labels. Let me just copy label, just drag and drop it here, just copy and paste it. So we need this 5 label this side. Okay, just put it on the position, and after that, first thing what we need is registration number. So just go to properties and in text, search for text and change this to registration number, hit enter. After that, for the second one, do the same, change it to full name. After that, for the third one, mother name. Fourth one, we need to just change to duration. And for the fifth one, we need fees, how much amount you want to submit, or according to the college fees. Okay, so here we go. Now we have all this stuff, but these are quite small, so we need to make it large. For that, just select all, go to properties and search for font. We need bold, calligraphy. You can select any font. Okay, so now it's looking nice. Okay, so I need few stuff, that is text boxes. Text box, drag and drop it here. I need 2 text box, so just copy and paste it to replicate it, and just make it large enough so that it look nice. Here we go. And here you can see this, these are the blank spaces, so I want few labels so that I can set the value to that according to this registration ID. So I'm fetching only 3 data from the database, because with only these 3 data you can uniquely identify any student. Because suppose the name can be matched, but at the same time mother name and the student name both cannot be matched. This is a very rare combination, so we can do this. Okay, so just change this. Okay, so we have to set same text for each of this text box. So just select all and search for text, and then this text. Okay, let me do like this. For this text, we need to set this underscore. Here you see this. Okay, I need a few more. Okay, now here we go. So let me do this to a little bit center, and after that, just increase the font size of these text boxes and labels as well. So select all. Like this, one by one, and increase the font size. So go to search for font. Here you can see this. I have previously told you that I am using calligraphy. Just calligraphy and bold, not more than 10. Here you can see this. Now the size of these are increased a little bit. So here we go. And let me just make it to a little bit center so that it look nice. Here you can see this. Okay, so here we go. And we are missing one thing, that is what, let me just show you, we are missing actually button. So let me just drag and drop one button here. So just drag and drop the button in and change its text to button to what, submit. Okay, and increase the font size of this too. And you can change the colors of button too as well, but that's not an issue. You can change in the same way you change for the text. 12. Okay. So here we have this now. And let me change the design name of these text boxes. So this is for registration number. So txt reg number. Okay, so that's not an issue. And this piece needs to be txt piece. And change this button design name also as well to btn save or submit. btn submit. Hit enter and save it. When you start this, and let's move to dashboard, and here when you click on this, here you can see this. Now we have the text boxes as well. And now first thing what I need is when I enter this registration number, data needs to be fetched and inserted into this labels. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to first fetch the data and after that show into this. Okay, so let me do that. Okay, so to fetch the data according to the text entered into this text box, for that we have to generate a text change event of this text box. For that, just go to properties. Here you can see this event. Just click on this. Here you can see this text change. In this, you just need to double click on this. The text change event will be created. Okay. So just double click on this. Here you can see this text fetch number text change event is now created. In this, first thing you have to create an SQL connection. So for that, SQL connection. So here you can see this. Now there is no suggestion for SQL selection. Why? Because we have not included the library, not imported library. So how to do that? Let me just show you. SQL. Here you can see this. When you write this, you will see a small blue color rectangle here. When you click on this, here you can see this. It's showing you which library you need to include, and you need to click on this, and here you can see this. Now it's added. And the color of this SQL connection is also changed. You can manually write it here, or you can do the same way I have done. Okay. So after that SQL connection, we need to create a connection object. So CRM equals new SQL connection. That's it. The connection is created. Now we have to pass the connection string. So connection object we need to, and after that we need to pass connection string. So here we go. In this, we need to write data source equals. Previously I have shown you how to copy this. Just connection object, and you can see this. Just copy. In your system it may be different. It's different for each of the system. This is actually the system name. And after that, this is the SQL Server Express. Okay. So let me just move back to the project, and here you have to just paste it, and you will find a small error here. Okay, so let me just put one semicolon, and after that you will observe the error. Okay, let me just complete this. After that you will observe the error. Okay, so the database, don't worry, I will resolve that. And my database name is college. I have previously shown you. Integrated security equals true. Make sure the T is capital. Okay, so here you can see this. Now a small red line is here, unrecognized escape sequence. This is why, because in this connection string the single is not valid. Okay, so for when you put this double, it accept as a single, so you need to enter this in your connection string. So don't you worry about that. This is a simple, not a very big deal. And after that we need to create an SQL command, and in this we need to create an object of SQL command with a new keyword, that SQL command. In this command we need to pass the connection. cmd dot connection equals connection object, that is CON. You can see this is a connection object is this. And after that, from the text row, what we need to fetch is we need to pass the command text. So command text equals that is select. Here you can see this. Now we have this labels. We need few stuff, that is full name, mother name, and duration. So just go to your database and we will find that for the full name we have the F name. For M name for the mother name we have M name. For duration we have duration. So whatever name you have given in the database, just write that name in the query. Okay. Let me just move to the video. And here you can see this. We need only three stuff. So I'm using select. What we need is F name. And after that I need M name. Okay, sorry. I've written one more. M name. And after that duration. From which table? From new admission. So this new, where this come from? This is the table name of new admission where the data is inserted. Okay. And in this we select the data according to the registration ID. Okay. So we need to use the condition where select these data from this table where which NAID, that is the ID of the student, that is registration ID. Okay, so my name is NAID for the registration. Just write it here. And thus what we need is we need the registration ID which user has entered from the text boxes. That is in the text box. So we need to include it into here. So just add plus plus and the text box name, the design name of text box is txt reg number. Here you can see this. And from this text box, now we have this text box here, but from this text box, what we need is text. So write this. Now we have done with this command text. And after that, when this returns some value, because we missed one double quote here. Okay, so now it's right. So now what we need is it's returning some data. We need to store this data into some container. That container is nothing but data set. So for that, we need to write this SQL data adapter, and we have to create the object of that is DA equals new SQL data adapter, and in this you have to pass the command. After that you need to write the data set. Here you can see this, and in this just create an object of data set first. New data set, here we go. And in this we need to, now we have this data into this SQL data adapter, this object, and we need to fill this into this DS. So how to do that? For that, just DA dot fill with what? With the DS. Here you can see this. Now we have the value into this data set. Now what we need is when the now we have the data into the data set, and we want that the data needs to be inserted into these labels. So here you can see this. Now change this label name, or you can see the label 6. So let me just change this name to F name. Let me just write this F name LABEL. Okay, set this. Let me just change it to M name LABEL, and this one too. Duration LABEL, so that we can uniquely identify the label name. Okay, now go to this code section, and here we want to set this data. Now we have this data. Okay, let me just execute this. Okay, I will show you we are fetching the data or not. Okay, so I have added a breakpoint, and just let me just show you what we actually have in the database. Okay, it's showing error because I have not selected this. We just execute it. Here you can see this, we have these data into the database. So I have opened this to see the NAID, that is registration ID. So we have the 7 number in our database. So just execute this and see where the data is coming into the data set or not. So when I click on this, go to here and I enter 7. Here you can see this. Now our program is stuck on this, and just go to this data set. Just go to and click on this small magnified that you can see here. When you click on this, here you can see this with the 7. Let me show you the database. Okay, in 7, Pooja Kumari, Sanjana, and duration is 24 to 2028. Let me just move here. You can see this. Now the data is coming. Okay, so now we have to insert this data into the labels. Okay, so let me just remove this. And how to insert the data? So for that, you have to just write the label name that I have set right now. So the label name is fname, and here you can see this fname label dot. What we want to set is text, and from where we want to set from the data set. So that ds dot in data set the tables are the data is stored into the form of table. So table name will be the 0, and in this table name we want to select the actually the first value, that is from the 0. Here you can see this. If suppose we have sorry we have some value like Puja and Sanjana, and after that 2020 something like this. Okay, suppose this is the value, 3 value in the table I have shown you right now. Here you can see this is the first value. Suppose this is the table, so this value's id is from, you can uh, row count and the column. Here you can see this is the first row and the first column. So the rows count will be 0 and the column as well 0. So here you can see this table dot 0, from the table we need rows. Okay, so you can see this. Here you can see this rows, and this 0th rows and 0th column as well. And we want to convert this to 2 string. Here you can see this. Now this task is done. And in the same way you have to do for the rest, that is mname label dot text. On this you have to set the same. Just copy this and paste it here, and here you can see this is quite little difference, that is you have to change, because the row will be still 0 but the column, this is 1 and this is, sorry, this is 0 and this is 1. Here you can see this is the minor difference. And in the third one we have what we have, duration label dot text, and equals same thing, we have to change this to 2. Now just save it and execute it. Now when you click on this, we have this 9 here. So when you click on 9 here, you can see this, we have the data. But when I delete this, this will generate an exception. For that, we have to check that there is some text in the text box. So for that, we have to just put this into a if condition, that is if the text box name is txt registration number dot text is not equals null. If it's not equal null, then it will come into this if condition. Okay, just cut this and paste it. So I'm going to resolve each and every problem. You have to just stay focused and learn each stuff. Okay, so we have still few problems. Yeah, I will show you what are these problems. Okay, so here you can see this. Now click on this, and here when I 8 and when I delete this, no error will be resolved. No error, no exception is generated. Again we enter 9, we enter 8. But what I want is when I delete this, the data also needs to be removed. So for that, just close this and just put one else condition here. Here you can see this. Now small step I am taking to just improve our code. This will help you to learn and grow. And before moving further, let me just tell you that if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, then please subscribe, as we have put our most efforts in this, and we need few response from you guys too. Okay, So what we need to do is I want to clear the text boxes and other stuff too. So first thing I want to clear the okay. So text box, that is, sorry, I want to clear the labels. So at name label dot text, and in this text I want to set it to the previous one. So the previous one text is this. Just click on this and go to properties. Here you can see this. Now just copy this and just paste it within it. Here you can see this. I've set this. When the text is empty, it will become this text will be set into that level. So that is the initial. So name dot label dot text equals, and within this we need to set this, and the last duration label dot text equals, when this we have to set this. Just save it and just start it. Now here we go. When I click on this 8, here you can see this. Now delete this. Now here you can see this. Now you can see the difference. Okay, so we have one more problem still left with it. What is that? Let me just show you. Okay, let me just show you. Suppose someone enters an ID which is not into a database. Right now, till now, I am entering always a number which is already into the database. Suppose I enter 1. In this database, here you can see this, we don't have 1. We have only 7, 8, 9, and 10. So let me enter 1. Let me see what happens. When I enter, here you can see this will generate an exception because that we don't have, because data set is empty currently, because there is no data is coming from the database when I'm executing this query. Okay, so this data set is empty, so we cannot assign empty rows and column number into a level. So here we need to write one more line of code. That is what we need to check, that if this data set dot tables 0 dot rows dot count, these are the predefined stuff, so not equals 0. Here what we are checking, that if the data set dot table 0 and rows and count is not equal to 0, if it means that when this data set have some value, then only execute this query. If it's not equal to 0, if it's equal to 0, then we do not need to do any stuff. Okay, so here we have to just put it into this bracket and just cut it here and paste it here and save this. When you start this, here you can see this. Now the task is done. 8, then delete 1, nothing is there. 2, nothing is there, and but it is not generating any exception. Okay, so let me just show you more stuff here. And in this else condition, we still need something needs to be cleared. Click on code. There is this code needs to be here. Just cut this and paste it here. And this, if here you can see this else is work with that this else right now. Okay, so in this also what we need is when someone enters the wrong code, I want to clear that text. Okay, so for that, just need to set this. Okay, so this will clear that. Let me just remove this for now. Now it's working fine. So now what we need is we need to just when I click on the submit, these records need to be inserted into the database. So for that, first we need a table into the database, that is fees. So just go to the database and you have to execute this query. Let me show you. Here you can see this. Create table fees, and here you have to insert NAID and the fees, student registration number and fees. So don't you worry about that. I will show you how to fetch this all data into the table. I will show you. So you have to execute this query. I will put this query into my description, video description. So don't you worry about that. This is FID. This will be auto incremented don't need to insert this. You need to only insert this NID, that is registration ID, from this previous table. And after that, the fees. Okay, so let me just go back to this. Here you can see this. Now we have to generate a click event for this button. Just double click on this to generate a click event. Here you can see this. Now button save click event is generated. In this, what we need to do is we need to actually insert the data into the database. Okay. So for that, we need to again create an SQL connection first. So let me just copy this. I've already explained you step by step, so that doesn't make any sense to write once again everything. Okay. So here we need to only change this stuff here. Okay. So we need to insert data. Insert into my table name. Here you can see this. In the table name, we have the fees. Okay. So I have to insert into which table? That is fees. Insert into fees. And in this, we have to insert. We have two column name, that is NAID and fees, which we have to insert, and we have to write the values. And what values we have is taken from the text boxes. So both are in actually integer type, so do not to worry about that. We have to just put this this one. No extra quotes required. So the first text box name is txt reg number, and after that we have to insert this txt fees. You can see this. Now save this, and it will work definitely fine. So after this insertion of data, what we need is we need to actually submit, show the message that the fees is submitted, and after that we need to clear all the text boxes. Okay. So here you can see this. It will ask for a confirmation message that you want to submit or you want to make changes still. Okay. So message box dot show. You can see this fees submission successful, and the message box name will be success. And after that, this message box contains few button, that is message box button dot OK. And after that, it will have some message box icon, that is asterisk. And after that, we will check the condition that dialog result dot OK. When user click on this OK button, we need to do some stuff. Okay, so when I insert some data, it will tell that fee submission is successful, and with that message box it has some button. When user click on this OK, I want to clear the all labels and as well as text boxes. So for that, let me just copy this code, and before actually executing this, let me show you. Start this, log in. Here you can see this. We have this 10 here. Hello, I want to submit 5,000. Suppose 50,000. I want to submit 50,000. And when I click on this submit, okay, we have some error. That is SQL data client error. Text for incorrect syntax near text. Okay, so we have some incorrect syntax near text. Let me check it out. So we have done a small mistake, that is we have not extracting the text from the text box. So we have to write this. Sorry, dot text here. We are also human, we can make mistakes as well. So start this. And before actually inserting the data, let me show you. In the fee section, we have only records of these 6, 7, 8. We have submitted the fees for these all. We have not submitted the fees for 10. Okay, so let me submit the fees for 10. Here you can just log in and click on this 10, and let me just enter 50,000. And when I click on the submit, here you can see that fee submission is successful, but the data is still here. What I need is I need to clear these all text boxes. When I click on this, okay, here you can see this, nothing has happened. Let me just close this, and let me put the cleanup code here. So let me just set this to previous, and as well I want to set the text boxes, that is txt registration number dot text is equals, this is null. The same thing we have to set for the second one, that is fees dot text is equals null. Okay, just save it and start this. Here you can see this. When I click on this login, click on this, then we have to submit the 60,000. And when I click on the submit and click on OK, now the text is empty. So now it's working fine. One more thing, what we need to do is, I want that here you can see this. Now what I have done here is, let me just execute this once again. For the registration number 10, we have submitted 2 times fees. I want that once the fees is submitted, cannot be allowed to submit the fees again. For that, we have to write few more lines of code. So here you can see this. So first thing, here we have to actually write the code here for the text change event. Okay, the text change event, we have to just make the connection first. So just copy this and paste it here. I will explain you what I'm doing, but here I want to select. Okay, so just let me remove this one first, and here we have to write this select start from fees where NAID equals plus plus, and in this from txt registration number dot text. So you can see this. Now when this this will execute, what will happen when we enter this 10? Okay, so here you can see this. Now we have inserted 10 without any problem. We have inserted it 2 times. So when we this will execute when we enter 10, if the data is in the database, this will have data set will definitely have some data. So this needs to be executed when the data is not there. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I have written this on the wrong place. Just let me just cut this. You have to actually code this into the button click event. Okay. So let me just remove this and paste this here. Okay. So it's showing an error. That's not an issue. We actually need to change the name, so we need to add 1 at the each place. Okay, connection 1, command 1, need to do this, not to worry about that, just add 1. Don't miss any one. Okay, here you can see this. Now we can see 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. So the object name needs to be different. Okay, so here what the thing is happening, just start, let me just add a breakpoint here. Okay, just start this, just log in fees, and when you enter 10 and you want to enter 3000 more, and when you click on this submit, here you can see this query will be executed. Now this data set will have some value because I'm selected all this stuff. So here you can see this. If that ID, if the fees is not submitted, then that ID is not into the database. So this table will be null. So let me just remove this. And here we need to check one condition, that is if this ts dot table and rows dot rows dot count is equal to 0. If it's equal to 0, it means that fees is not submit, because we are fetching the data for that registration number and that's not into the fees table. So this, it means that the data is not that the table doesn't contain that data. It means that fees is not submit. Then only this code needs to be executed. That means that this data needs to be okay. And if it's not satisfy this condition, then what I want to do is I want to just show a message. Let me just show you what we want to show that message. In this, here we need to write this else condition. In this else condition, I want to show the message box. that is message box dot show. What we need to do is the fees as all stuff. Okay. So fish is all ready submitted. Okay. So I want to show this message because the fix is already submitted, and at the same time I want to clear all the text fields and every other stuff. So just paste it here and save this, and then I start this. And now again we try to insert the value for 10. Suppose we have 10. Previously I have shown you that I have inserted data for the 10 two times, but now I am going to insert this for the third time. And when I click on the submit here, you can see this field is already submitted. And when I click on OK, all the text fields are empty. And in the database, let me show you that we have previously inserted two times, but when I execute this, you can see this now there is no third time insertion is successful. Okay, here you can see this. Now I hope you understand this. So we still left with one small stuff. So let me show you. When I click on this, and here you can see this now 10. When I empty this, here you can see this. Now the text is clear. But when I enter this 9, and when I delete this, here you can see this. Now these text fields are not, these labels are not reset. For that, you have to just go for this fees, and in this text box, here you can see this. If it's not equal to, here you can see this. Now it will be here you can see this. When it's not equal to null, then this will be executed, and when it's equal to null, then what we need to do is, here you can see this, we need to write this code here. When this is null, I want to reset the few stuff, that is again this on, and with this I want to set the text to the text box as well. So text box txt page number dot text equals null, and at the same time txt fees dot text equals. Just start this, and when you enter now 9, and when I delete this, here you can see this now it will working fine. Okay, so that's it for the today's video, guys, and if you like the video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends. And for the details of previous videos and for the SQL query, just check the description, and for more videos just stay tuned and just keep watching. Thanks.